Hi, it's Jen. Thanks for tuning in. We are doing a general reading for Friday, September 21st through Saturday, September 22nd. And I've done some of my shuffling off camera for you. And I've done a lot of readings in between this reading and the last reading I did for you guys, this general reading. And what's funny is I always say the tarot cards tell a story. It's a stream of consciousness. And we're telling the story of the energy that's going on around us in these general readings. And if you'll remember, we had the Seven of Cups. And the Seven of Cups is, you have a lot of choices, a lot of options, sometimes slightly overwhelming. And we've had this card for quite a while. This keeps coming up and keeps coming up. So we have to constantly rid ourselves of the things that are not important for us to focus on. And this card we've had since last week, this Ace of Wands, that it's time for us to start taking action on something new. So that's kind of a big deal. We're going to take some action. We've been taking action for the last week or so, and we have to keep that momentum going, not get distracted by all the options that we have. Make sure we pick the best option and put our time and effort into the best option. And here we have the Death card, which is an awesome card. It's just like the Devil card when people get all scared. This does not mean like you're going to drop dead and die. This is more that it's time for death and rebirth. This is a great card to get because you now have the opportunity to let go of whatever some of these things are that maybe you didn't want to let go of before or couldn't let go of. This is the time. It's time to let go. It's time for something new to come in. Oops. Ah. And this fourth card we got was the Emperor. Stodgy. Strong, though. Strong. In control. You're not going to put anything over on him. He knows exactly what's going on. He is, possibly somebody in business, maybe a mentor, maybe someone that you can ask questions, maybe someone that can give you help, advice, answers to the things that you don't know how to do since you're working on this new endeavor. This may be a person that it might be intimidating to go and talk to this person too, this mentor, this person that maybe has a lot more experience than you, or maybe does something in a work capacity that you'd like to do, and you feel a little freaked out talking to them. This is not the time to let that kind of stuff make you feel inferior. Most people that are in this kind of position of power do not mind mentoring someone or answering questions or helping. So don't be afraid to go and ask. And that's this Nine of Swords. This always reminds me of someone who is letting something from the past dictate their future. And, we're done with that. We're done with that. We're letting things go. We're getting rid of options that don't serve us, things that are unnecessary for us. We're making new strides towards something that's really important to our goals, and we're letting go of whatever doesn't serve us and moving forward. We're going to look for a mentor this week. Maybe look for someone who does something that something that what you do, but does it with more experience. I don't want to say better because we all have our own way of doing things, so we can't compare that way, but maybe this person has a lot more experience. But don't let whatever went on in the past hold you back and make you feel like you aren't good enough to ask these questions, or you aren't good enough to be in the company of somebody like this. And I know, like I said, his demeanor can be kind of intimidating because he's very strong and can be almost stodgy, sometimes. So don't let that intimidate you. Don't let stuff from the past rule your today. Don't make that mistake, because you could miss out on a lot of wisdom from the Emperor. The Emperor's got a lot of wisdom to give, and he knows what's up. And you can make a lot of probably much more informed choices, especially about some of this stuff, because you have a lot of choices going on right now, and you're taking action. So you want to make sure that you're moving in a direction that is good for your long-term goals. Let's see what else we have going on here. Friday and Saturday. And, you know, a lot of people say Saturday isn't a work day. Well, if you're building a business or, you know, you're starting out as an entrepreneur, Saturday is a work day. Because if you have as much time off as you have working, you're not going to make any money, and you're not going to further your career. It doesn't work like that. That whole, you know, work faster and not harder thing, that doesn't work. You're going to have to put the time and the effort in. And I'm sure that the Emperor here, that's exactly what he's going to tell you. Is you got to put in the time and the effort. But the only way you'll have that time and effort is if you let go. If you let go of the stuff that's holding you back. You know, don't look at this. I mean, looking over your shoulder, you know, looking at all this stuff, this kind of menacing stuff, looking over your shoulder, not moving ahead. Don't put yourself in that position. Let's get some clarity on that. What is this thing that you're looking back at? You're looking over your shoulder. You're maybe it's just something you're really uncomfortable with. What is that? Let's see if we can find out here. Well, they were flying out when I first started, huh? All right, we need another few cards here for Friday, September 21st through Saturday, September 22nd. Here we go. Two of Wands. Small victory. Planning. I don't know, maybe you're worried that this is the only victory you're going to have. It's just a small victory. You're not going to have the full victory that you want. You're not going to be as successful as you want. The Two of Wands is like, that's the thing, is people get discouraged, but that's actually a really good start. And I think people think because they weren't, you know, super successful right out of the gate, you know, like let's say you start a business and your goal is to have 150 clients by the end of the year, and maybe you only have 75. That's not a failure. That's still a victory. You still started something, and you kept it going, and you built it up. So it's not a failure. But I think these small victories sometimes can be discouraging. So maybe that's what we're looking at. But it still shows that you're gonna make some progress. And again, we had the progression here. We have, and I've done a ton of readings, like I said, since our last time together. And this still comes up, and this still comes up, the progress. I mean, you've got them in order here. The Ace of Wands and the Two, which you can't see because I can't hold them up that way. Let me grab them this way. You got the Ace of Wands and the Two. You've got the progression. You're making progress. It might be a little bit slow. It may not be the rate of progress that you want, but this is progress. Moving forward is always progress. So maybe that's how we round out Friday. I bet you that's how we round out Friday, is we've made a little bit of progress. We're kind of looking, kind of surveying over what we've done, kind of taking stock in what's going on, maybe starting to plan for the future a little bit. Just don't get discouraged that maybe it wasn't the most giant victory you've ever had. If you moved forward this week and you kept going during all that weird energy on like Tuesday night and Wednesday, if you got through all that and you still had some forward momentum, good on you. Let's see what's going on for Saturday. And I say, you know, people work on Saturday, but it's a little bit different when you work on Saturday. Like, you have a little bit more grace for some reason, because everybody knows it's not exactly a Monday through Friday day, so you kind of have a little more grace if you're working on Saturday. I don't know why, but it always feels that way. All right, some cards for Saturday, the 22nd of September. What do we have going on for our energy on the 22nd of September? We have two things going on. This I've seen come up a bunch of times. The Hermit. And I love this card, because this says to me, the light that you need is inside of you. you don't need anybody else's light. He's got everything balanced, and he's taking care of whatever he's got to take care of. He's fully sustained, and he has his own light right there. So whatever you need, whatever you're working on, you've got all of the things that you could ever want and need, you have. He's got everything. He's got the light right with him. So that's pretty awesome. And then we have the world. So everything is open to you. Every possibility is open to you. Anything that you want, you can have. Let's get a little more clarity on the world here. Ooh, that's just sloppy shuffling. A little bit of sloppy shuffling going on here sometimes. Let's get just a couple more cards for September 22nd and to sum up Friday and Saturday's energy together. So it looks like if we do go to work and we do some work on Saturday, it's going to be kind of a solitary effort, and that is just fine. That's just fine with you. A little bit of alone time, a little bit of solitary effort is okay, but you have the world open to you. So if you choose to put yourself out there, I think you will reap some great rewards from maybe a little bit of work on Saturday toward this goal, that action that you're taking toward these goals. And I'm betting that our buddy the Emperor here, I'm thinking he put in a few hours on Saturdays, probably Sundays too. So never be afraid to put in the effort. If you put in the effort, you're going to have some rewards from that. Whew. Oh my gosh, I can't believe what card this is. Wait till you see this. Wait a minute, hold on. It's on the floor. The Three of Wands. So we've got the Ace. We have the Two of Wands. And the Three. Right? So here we see some long-range planning. So Saturday afternoon, this is about some long-range planning. You've gotten your victory. You're taking some time, maybe some solo time here on Saturday. Set some goals. See what you want to do with the future. See where your business plan is headed. If it's business, if it's a relationship, if it's work, your house, whatever. This can be applied to anything that you're working on. But this is so. I love when the cards do this. Well, they always do. They tell a story. That isn't always the story you want to hear, but it is the story of what's actually going on. So there you have it. There's your Ace of Wands, your Two of Wands, and your Three. What an awesome progression. This also says to me, there's a little bit of success there. If you put in this effort on Saturday, this solo effort, you're looking at being in a position to make some longer range plans and have some success, and that's exciting. So let's get just a couple more cards because I don't want this to be too long. It's always long. I know. I'm hurrying. Let's just get another card to round out our Saturday. And here we go. Oh my gosh. And here you have the 10 of Pentacles. What more could you want? What more could you want? Yeah. If you are someone working on something, whether maybe it's exercise, exercise and fitness, maybe it's a new business, whatever it is, you put in that time and effort on Saturday, and look, your 10 of Pentacles. And you know what? You're going to see some success, and you're going to be able to enjoy this success. And do not feel guilty about it for 1 second. Absolutely. Can you see that? Make sure that's... Absolutely take some time. Look at her. She's just kind of kicked back. She's just like, I got it going on, and this is good stuff here. Yeah, this 10 of Pentacles. I mean, if you're putting in the work, you're doing the action, 1, 2, and 3 here, and you're putting in the work. Look at that. Look at that. Let's get one overall card to be done for our reading for Friday, September 21st through Saturday, September 22nd. And, I can't wait for you guys to see this. This is so exciting. So if you guys are working on a new business or something, something to do with your finances, your house, let me know. And we have the High Priestess. I love her. She always reminds me of Stevie Nicks. The High Priestess is not, she is not your nurturing mommy kind of person. she is fierce, and she knows exactly what is going on. And you do not, like, I always feel like you do not want to cross her, but she's not mean. She just has a certain way about her, and like she has this kind of sexy confidence that I really, really love. So we're going to end Saturday with some sexy confidence, and I love that. Love, love, love it. All right, we'll go over these. I don't want to make this really long, so we'll go over these quickly. I'm going to show you, I'll show you the cards right here. It's such a beautiful deck, the Shadowscapes Tarot. And like I say, we start out on Friday. A lot of options. Still taking some action. Letting whatever this is that hunts you and stalks you, let it die. It's over. It's over. Find a mentor. Whether it's, like I say, whether it's your business, your home, maybe you're a mom and you're like trying to get organized. Who knows? You know, maybe you have a new business venture. You're going to ask your boss for a raise. You want to get more education in your career. Find a mentor and ask some questions. And don't let like mistakes in the past, failures, things, inadequacies you feel that you have, don't let that make the choices for you. And as we round up Friday night, you know, you put in your work. You know, it's been a long week. Friday night, you're at step 2, right? You started out, you made the effort. Here, you've made the progress to the 2 of Wands. You're having some small victories. You're kind of surveying over what you've done and what you've accomplished, and you're feeling good about it. I think you might feel like you didn't get as far as you wanted, but that's okay. That's all right, because we're gonna put in a little bit of work on Saturday if you want the success. But it's solo work. It could be planning, it could be brainstorming, it could be researching. Maybe you research online some things you're working on. But it doesn't have to be. It's nothing that you need input from a lot of other people. This is solitary research. Like I say, he's got his own light, right? So this light that he's got is like you. You have your own light. You know what you need. It's inside you. And then you've got the world, right? Endless possibilities. Endless possibilities. Anything that you want to be, do, or have is available to you. And because you put in that work on Saturday, look at the progression. And you watched me. I didn't set these up for this. You watched me, you watched these come out and tell the story. They're telling the story. This is going to allow you to do some long-range planning. This is going to allow you to see. Maybe you can actually see your goal, because sometimes we have a hard time actually seeing the goal. Seeing it, visualizing it, actually seeing it done. So this is going to afford you that opportunity. And look at this. You get your 10 of Pentacles, right? Your 10 of Pentacles. You put in the time and the effort. You banged it out on Friday, and you came back in on Saturday and did some research, and you were tired, but you got it done. And this 10 of Pentacles, look at her. I mean, she is just like, yeah. And she's not haughty and obnoxious, but she's like, yeah, I did that. I worked really hard, and I deserve all these little riches that I have here and this little bit of success. I deserve this. I'm going to enjoy it. And we finish it up with the High Priestess, who I like I say, I always call her like the Stevie Nicks. Like the 10 of Cups, I always think of as like Beyonce, because she's like, but like this one, she's like Stevie to me. She knows exactly who she is. She's confident. No one is controlling her, but she's not shouting about it to you. She knows who she is. And I think you know who you are too. So we'll leave it at that. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you like these readings, like and subscribe. You can share them if you like. I'll make sure that you're able to do that. Follow me on Instagram, Bitch in a Hurry on Instagram, and or bitchinahurry.com, where you can see all of these readings are going to be on there, so you'll be able to click on them. Or if you want a private reading, there's information on bitchinahurry.com for that, and I can schedule you a private reading, which I would love to do. So I look forward to working with you more and seeing you later.